Hello and welcome. My name is Desiree Shaw. I'm a psychotherapist. I vlog and I podcast about mental health and men's mental health and all mental health. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please like, please share, please tell me what you think. Leave a comment. In the midst of all the drama and all the stress that's going on, we still remain within ourselves because we can't get out of ourselves. So staying focused, being able to concentrate when everything around you is going just a little bit nuts. I've said this before, how to stay focused and steady. Well, this is actually about centering your focus and doing what you need to do now. This is about mindfulness. Mindfulness is the power that we need to be preserving at this moment in time, because everything is up in the air and we can feel it. The anxiety is high. People are feeling the stress, and the news is feeding us all kinds of information about the drama and the disaster, and there's loads of information going on, and the one thing that we're not able to do is remain steady. So there's an inspirational story that I really enjoy, and I thought I would share it with you because it's so powerful. I don't know if you've heard the story about the pregnant deer. I will tell you it. I'll show you some interesting bits as well. So it's not like story time with Desiree. Like once upon a time, I won't do that to you. But the story of the pregnant deer. Basically, if you haven't heard this story, if you have, I'll just give you the synopsis of it. So, in a forest. In an enchanted forest, long time ago. No. In a forest, okay, there was a deer. She was pregnant and she was about to give birth. And she was looking for a safe space. And while she was looking for that safe space, her labour pains came on. And so it was, at that moment, the clouds got dark and they gathered around, and lightning started a forest fire. Brilliant. Just as she was about to give birth, there's a forest fire. So to her right, there was a hungry lion approaching her, and to her left, there was a hunter about to, strike. And right by her was a river, Brilliant. She's in labour. Fire, river, hungry lion, and a hunter. And she's going to give birth. So the idea is, what's she going to do? What's going to happen? The idea that we'd be thinking about is she going to survive? Is the baby deer going to survive? Is she going to be eaten by the lion? Is she going to be killed by the hunter? Is she going to be burnt by the fire? Is the baby deer going to drown in the water because his mum's been killed? What's going to happen to the baby deer? Remember when Trisha used to go, "What about a little baby boy?" Do you remember Trisha? She used to do that show. She was always worried about the baby boy.
You got a little boy?
What about the baby deer? What about the baby deer? She's going to give birth. Is she going to give birth to a newborn? Is this baby going to survive? She has many choices, one of which she could faff about and worry about where she's going to give birth. She can worry about the fire, she can worry about the river, she can worry about the hunter, she can worry about the lion. She actually just concentrated on giving birth. She just focused her attention on giving birth, because that is what she needed to do. Because that was the situation that she was in right now. That's where she was right now. She was also aware of the lion and the hunter and the fire and the river, but actually it was where she was right now that was necessary for her to take herself forward. If she didn't focus on now, she could have had a really complicated birth and probably would have put herself and the baby fawn at risk. She had to concentrate on now. Now, we know right now there's loads of things happening. There's loads of awful, horrible things happening in the news. We've got people losing their jobs. We've got people really ill. We've got fatalities, we've got loads of things happening, and we're all at home wondering what we can do. We're all concerned, we're all stressed, and there's so much that we're consuming our minds with, rather than centering ourselves on right now, what's happening with us right now, where we are. So this is life. Business does this. Everything, things go up and down. You know, I'm sure you could probably express different times in your lives when things went really down and then they came up. As bad as they are, you actually got through them. And as high as they took you, you actually dropped back down a little bit, then you went back up a little bit, and you rolled with the punches, didn't you? You got up to fight another day. You dealt with it the best way that you could.
Too philosophical, but it's unacting, acting, or acting, unacting.
You've lost me.
I have, right? So what I'm saying, actually, you see, I mean, it's a combination of both. I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not, if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. So therefore, it is not only, therefore it's not pure naturalness or unnaturalness. The ideal is unnatural naturalness or natural unnaturalness.
Yin yang, eh?
You're right.
But ultimately, the key is getting back to now and centering fully on who you are at this present moment, because doing anything else is just going to conflict with your right now. And this is when we get into the mindfulness of us being where we are. And I've spoken about mindfulness many times, but mindfulness keeps you present. It keeps you able to make a decision. It keeps you able to do stuff at this present moment, because if you don't, you're going to find that you're going to be in a faff. So what is your priority? Your priority in all of this chaos is you. What's near to you but you. You can't help anybody unless you help yourself. You know what they say when you're on a plane? You know when they say before you affix or help anybody else with their life jacket, you've got to fix yours first. You've got to put yours on first. You can't fix it. Even if you've got a baby, you've got to put yours on before you sort out the baby, because you're no good to that baby unless you're well. Okay, and that is actually the reality of what's right now. You got to be well for yourself, and the wellness starts from within, and your whole well-being. I've been exploring some different ways on being healthy, food, drink, and some apps and some meditations, which I will be doing a video on, recommending particular products and direction on how to go and keep yourself just a little bit more comfortable, mentally and emotionally stable, because we could go into a faff. Now, what happened, and in this story, which is actually quite nice, we would like this to happen, is that with the dark clouds homing in on the deer, she was giving birth, and the lion and the hunter and the river and the fire. Well, lightning strikes the hunter and he goes blind. He releases an arrow and it kills the lion. It starts to rain so heavily that the forest fire is slowly put out, and the deer gives birth to a healthy fawn. So in all of this crisis, we can come through, and we can be okay. We can even be better than okay, some of us. Some of you might be thinking, how am I going to be better than okay? I have no idea. I am not God. I did not get the job. However, life is not peaceful. I said this to someone. Someone said to me, I want a peaceful life. Like, there's no such thing. You rest in peace when you're dead. When you're alive, we roll with the punches and we go with it. We go on the roller coaster. We go with the ups and downs. There's no such thing as a peaceful life. We live every single day, and that's the point of life. So I don't know if that probably inspired you, or if it didn't, or if you thought I was talking complete and utter gibberish. It came to me this morning, this particular story, so I thought I would share it. It means something to me, and the point that I see is that actually we're all going through some mess, And if we keep our focus steady, if we keep our minds in the right place, if we concentrate, if we see now, if we're in this zone of us, if we keep ourselves centered, we can get through this, and we can actually develop healthy habits, and we can actually feel much better than we did before. Even after the loss, even after the pain, we still do grow forward, and that's the idea. I might call this video Growing Forward, not sure. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Desiree Shaw. I hope you have subscribed. So subscribe to this video and let me know your thoughts on what I just talked about, and give me any comments that you have. Let me know. Link up to my website and sign up to the questionnaire. I've got loads of questionnaires on there that you might want to watch. And also, I'm rambling. I'm really bad at saying goodbye, and I want to stay. All right, I'm gonna go. I've got to go and see a client in about 5 minutes. Anyway, so thank you, and I'm available if you want to talk. Just drop me a message, because sometimes all we want to do is talk, and it's good to talk, isn't it? Remember that advert, telecoms? It's good to talk. It is good to talk. Anyway, bye for now.
This is what it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.